Hello, Cancer. We're here to do your November reading. I'm going to start off a little different with yours today. Started thinking about water and also how I got into this in the first place, doing tarot. And one reason was this book that's in front of you right now. I was interested in shamanism as part of my art practice, somehow combining the two, or at least using the spiritual side of the shamanism to incorporate into my work. And this book really led me to tarot because it has a section about different divination tools. So, thinking of water, I found this one passage in the back I'm going to read to you quickly. That's the Three of Cups there. Okay, page 175. In case you didn't see it, the name of the book is The Hollow Bone, A Field Guide to Shamanism by Colleen Dietzman. That's towards the end of the book, and it says, "Finally, I leave you with a popular, if loose, translation of a message from the Hopi elders. It is poignant and beautiful. My Hopi friend assures me that it's accurate. It is something the elders would have said, even if they couldn't put it in these specific English words. You have been telling the people that this is the 11th hour. Now you must go back and tell the people that it is the hour. Here are the things that must be considered. Where are you living? What are you doing? What are your relationships? Are you in the right relationship? Where is your water? Know our garden. It is time to speak your truth. Create your community. Be good to each other. And do not look outside yourself for the leader. This could be a good time. There is a river flowing now very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel like they are being torn apart, and they will suffer greatly. Know the river has its destination." I'm not going to read the rest. Maybe you can look it up, or actually I'll show you, and you could maybe take a screenshot. This is the end of that piece. Beautiful. A lot of great references to water, and reminded me of the election. There's something in there that reminded me of what was said in the previous election. Basically, it is you were waiting for. That's a paraphrase. Okay. These three guys. These three here are the three cups, representing what usually is three maidens dancing in a circle, holding hands. It's about friendship, love, community, celebrations. Thought it was a positive way to start your reading. So we can get your dice out, pick five of my 3D characters, and see what we get. Probably follow up with some cards. Okay. Okay, Spirit, what does Cancer need to know? We have 21 upright. I'll write it down. So what happens is, I'll show you in this one. One and a 0, so that's 1. And it's upright because the even numbers are upright, the odd numbers on this one are read as reversals. So that was 1 upright. Okay, what does Cancer need to know? 52 in reverse. All the 79 pieces of my collection are in boxes. So I go with these numbers, pick out the appropriate pieces, the ones that correlate to these numbers, and that's how I get, look at this, 7 in reverse. So weird. This one die here I had this cover, the other's 0. No, it was an 8. Because we don't have 80, we only have 79. And that thing comes up so often, it's crazy. The Angel of Odd. Look it up, Edgar Allan Poe. They're always with us. 33 upright. 33 upright. Okay, cool. So I'll pick out your pieces, clear this, set them up, and we'll start your reading. I'm back. I'm going to do things a little differently for you. I think it's kind of exciting. I'm going to take the pieces one by one, lay them out that way instead of all at once. I can see them here. I will tell you there's some tough energy because we have the 2 of Swords in front of us, and I see the 5 of Wands over there, the Knight of Swords, a lot of air going on here. But I'm going to do that, and I have this 2 new decks I want to work with for you, first time. The Hermetic Tarot and the Rumi Oracle. Beautiful. Both of them are so beautiful. Can't wait. Okay. So we have the 2 of Swords here. I might have mentioned. The 2 of Swords can be pretty tough energy. It's about being in one's head, going back and forth with some subject that's weighing on us. Comes right after the Ace of Swords. So it's the beginning stages of something, but doesn't make it any lighter. I mean, you can always find a silver lining, and I'd like to do that. In fact, this could be looked at as strength through suffering. In traditional tarot, this is a woman holding 2 swords and an X in front of her body. I think sometimes she's seated, sometimes she's standing. She has a blindfold on. There's obviously some kind of problem with making a decision. And the swords give it that edge, that double edge. I chose in my piece to use a seesaw to go back and forth. I think of it more as going back and forth between head and heart, head and heart. Ideally, we get a balance, head, heart, spirit, all the things that make us up. This could also be about sacrifice and trouble. I've even seen where it's been talked about as being a truce or helping the weak and oppressed. So as we go along, we'll come up with a story where they all make sense together. The second piece, by the way, that's a Libra piece with the moon. The moon's a very powerful force. We just had the full moon. The moon is the mother. Mystery, very murky. The next piece we rolled was the Knight of Swords. We just had this piece come out, I think it was yesterday, for Gemini. I'll put that here. That'll be the tricky part, arranging these on the fly. So, the Knight of Swords, more air. And our first court piece. Air, there's a lot of air in here because not only are there air pieces separately, but this knight here, like all knights, has air plus it's air. So it's a double dose of air. The reason I chose a derringer with a dagger is because it's about conflict, maybe fighting. He's the warrior, he or she. The warrior of the tarot, youngish, ready to go to battle. King sends him out, or he's out for adventure himself. He's actually a rebel, more of an anti-authoritarian. And since we have this election going, could think of him being involved in politics, because that's definitely part of the makeup. It's also about words, very intelligent knight. Don't tell him your secrets though, because he or she loves to reveal them. And they get bored very easily, which, goes along with the young energy of a knight, I guess. Some older people tend to do the same now, huh? All right, we have another Knight up next, the Knight of Cups. Another volatile character. Whoops. Drop the mic. The Knight of Cups, and he's in reverse. He's not only young, but he's not in a bad mood, I guess. And this is that whole thing with air again. It's air mixed with water this time. You're water. But this is Pisces specifically. The only water in this layout to spread here. So Volcano kind of says it all when he's in reverse. Very emotional. Can blow his top anytime. Him, her, of course. Normally a knight who is more about love, always on the lookout, exploring. But in reverse, he's a pretty bad character. Not somebody you'd want to get involved with. Okay, so we'll go to the next piece is, let's see, I'm looking at the book where we wrote all this down. The Five of Wands. So we have two fives here too. The Five of Wands and the Five of Swords is the last piece. There's the Five of Wands. Pretty clear. This one's about conflict. Missiles. I use 5 missiles to portray the wands. And let me see if this is in reverse or not. There are 2 reversals. Yes, this is in reverse too. So Leo, Saturn. Again, this is about conflict, fight, real fighting. You know, usually it's 5 guys on a card, a traditional card with wands, going at each other. Some say it's a symbolic fight. It's about competition too. 5 guys competing, showing what they can do, maybe to stay in practice. So once again, these can all have quite a wide range of meanings. But in reverse, it's pretty clear what this is about. Instead of fighting for something, this is somebody who's lazy, basically. Instead of fighting, it could be all talk. Instead of working, they sit back, maybe let others do the fighting for them. Again, this could be politics. I don't know. It's the election's here, so I guess my mind's on politics. How about you? We'll see what happens with when we pull cards and find the threads in this here. I guess it's possible too. Could just be being tired. It is a 5, but the traditional meaning is more about fear. Fear is the big word here. Fear of what though? Okay, the last piece is the 5 of Swords. Hope you can see this one. I'll give you a better view. Wow. I always thought him as talking, screaming or whatever, not biting me. But maybe biting words. That's why the mouth is open. It's about communication. It's Aquarius, I believe. More air. Air, more air. Yeah, 2 5s. Swords are about communication, intelligence, more about things that are in the head more than in the heart. Not necessarily taking action as you would with the swords. I will say this, there's pretty fast energy here. This is the good news. There's no majors here. Right? No majors. A lot of fire and a lot of air. As far as timing goes, they're the quickest, especially wands come first. They're the fastest, most energetic. So this all could be passing by quickly. If you're already into this, if you know about this, if you resonate with this, if this has been going on, this is a sign that it's coming closer to the end. Maybe we'll get some more messages about what we can do as far as moving forward, get some advice from the cards. But when I look at this quickly, I look at the pieces too. I mean, and you should too. In fact, I like for people to decide based on the images alone, come up with ideas, threads that resonate with them, with you, because you know best. You know about your person. You know right now, if this is you or somebody you know, probably, you have a volcano blasting off. Maybe a hothead or something's coming to the boiling point. You have weapons. And one reason I love doing this is because I never know what's going to come out. There's 79 pieces. And anything could come out. And then they go next to each other. I have no idea what's going to go next to each other. So one by one as they come out, I'm astounded. Each one is important. And the odds of them coming out this way, who knows if it'll ever happen again, exactly like this. You take it like a timeline, you start with the Two of Swords, somebody's in their head, go to the Knight, maybe a little more active, but you know, a little immature, definitely immature. Not the kind of energy you want to get involved with, but could be temporary. Go to the volcano, blasting off, and then you got another blast off with missiles, fighting, competition, and you end with another 5. 5s are definitely considered rough energy. I mean, in general, they're about destruction, aggression, and imbalance. Balance has come up in other readings this past few days. Balance is something we struggle with almost every day, really, between our minds and our health and our things around us, things we can't control. We're always trying to get a balance, get rest, and stay grounded. After seeing this here, there's definitely some grounding needed by somebody. There are cups, but there's not a lot of cups. We have air, water, no earth, so grounding again is needed. Pentacles, yeah, no pentacles. So it's not about business, you know. And again, pentacles are more about real life, what's going on, and earthly matters, things you can touch or feel, you know, very clearly. So I'd say this is pretty much a love reading in a way, except it's not necessarily. We could be struggling with people for different reasons. I'm thinking it's about politics. Given the timing and other things that come out, I feel like there's something about some kind of politics. Could be office politics. Let's see. Let's try these new cards out here. We'll clarify a couple pieces. Maybe it'll give us some answers. I already shuffled like crazy because they're brand new, and I'm not going to shuffle. Try to get a popper here. Let's clarify. I think the 2 is a good one. 2 of Swords, the head and the heart. Okay, Spirit, how about we clarify a card for, can we get a card for the 2 of Swords? For Cancer. For Cancer people, one card, please. Okay. We got the 9 of Pentacles. We're talking about Pentacles. We need Pentacles. That's good. Very, very good. 9 of Pentacles, Lord of Material Gain. That's about being independent. Everybody wants to be independent. My dad wants to be independent. Young people want to be independent. I want to be independent. Everybody wants to be independent, right? So let's get one more. So I guess you would say that that's something to strive for, and also what's going on here. Somebody's working towards that. Maybe that's what the struggle's about. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. Since it's water, let's see what's going on with that. Spirit, what do we need to know about Knight of Cups? One card for the Knight of Cups, please. Okay, wow. Would have to fly like that, right? Okay, we got 2. I would say the Lovers in reverse came out first. So there is a conflict going on about love because it's in reverse. and we got the Six of Wands. These are to clarify the Knight of Cups. So cups are about love, then you get the Lovers, but that's more air, Gemini. Six of Wands, more fire. It's kind of consistent in a way. So the last piece, I guess, is really, besides the Rumi that we're going to pull, is the Six of Wands. I haven't seen these before, and just looking at the picture, I see a target in the middle with two hands. I see wands on fire. I see what look like little headphones. I know they're not, but they look like headphones on the top and the bottom. That reminds me of communication or listening. And then we have birds, two birds who are screeching, communication. A lot of energy here. In traditional tarot, this is the one with somebody riding in on a horse. Almost looks like a parade. They're being celebrated, coming back from war or something. They're being celebrated, being recognized for their accomplishment when they were away. They were away helping people. And I think it's a good way to sum up what's going on here. Maybe in life, this happens in life. We have a lot of things going on. Some good, some bad. In fact, we probably always do. It's very rare when everything's running perfectly smooth. So we have some problems going on in the background. But at the same time, we're going to be recognized for the good that we did do. Let's see what Rumi says. I shuffle like crazy. Yours are new. You have to shuffle like a madman to make sure everything's good. So there's also a book that goes along with this. And we'll read that one page, whatever card comes out, we'll read some of it at least. This is the Rumi Oracle, Alana, Fairchild. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know? What message do we need to know? How about some advice maybe? Wasn't really ready, but the right choice came out. Maybe in the end, out of all this mess, there was a choice to be made. Remember, we had the Two of Swords to start to spread. Maybe he came through right. You know, he did the right thing. He made the right choice. Was it head over heart? These are pretty big. Just fit my hands. Just all again. Okay, we're going to take this one. Look at the back of this card. It's even beautiful. So here's what we got. Star Mother, Arrakis. On the top of the deck is the Lovers and the Beloved. There it is, page 106. Rumi was a poet. This is number 23, if that means anything to you. We do have a 2 here. Be the king who has made his own kingdom. Be the moon that has made her own summit. How much longer will you cuckoo like a pigeon? Empty your head of all mortal lust and become life without breath. You will not call out for God anymore, for you have become immersed in God. Wow. I could see some threads here to what we've been talking about. Be your own king of your own kingdom. Stop cuckooing like a pigeon. Take action. Empty your head of all mortal lust. That's lust for anything, material things, sex, anything that we desire in a very, very powerful way. Become life without breath. That would seem to me to be talking about the spirit, a spiritual life. You will not call out for God anymore, for you have become immersed in God. The message pretty much is immerse yourself in spirit. All this fighting and these little, most of it's petty here. A lot of it's in your head. Politics is petty. Most of it's petty. It's terrible right now what's going on. And if it's driving you crazy, find ways to ground yourself in spirit. Okay, I think it's pretty good reading. Thanks for coming, Cancer. Stop back again. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Love you all.